How to play the office politics game without losing your sanity. Brought to you by Lux von Zollern, the maker of exclusive garments for successful women, available at the website www.lvzprestige.com. Think Lux von Zollern when you wish to amplify your executive impact in high-stakes business environments. Welcome to the ultimate workplace gladiator arena, where the games are fierce, the stakes are high, and the only thing more exhausting than your workload is the drama that comes with it. If you've ever wondered how to survive, or better yet, thrive, in the cutthroat world of office politics, you've come to the right place. Spoiler alert, it's not about being the loudest voice in the room or the most aggressive player on the field. It's about being the smartest, the most subtle, and the most in-control player who knows exactly when to make a move. So, let's get one thing clear from the start. Office politics are inevitable. You can't escape them, no matter how many inspirational quotes you hang up in your cubicle or how many webinars you attend on finding your zen. It's a jungle out there, and if you want to rise above the chaos without completely losing your mind or your soul, you need to play the game on your terms. Know the players and figure out who's who. Before you start plotting your moves, you need to understand who's on the field. Let's face it, every office has its own cast of characters, each one playing their role in the great drama of corporate life. And guess what? It's not always about what they say, it's about how they act. So, get your radar up and start identifying who's who in your office ecosystem. The gossiper. They always have the latest news from the break room. You'll hear whispers of so-and-so is gunning for a promotion, and I heard they're going to implement a new dress code. Sure, they might feed you info, but don't be fooled. They've probably got a target on your back too. The boss's pet. This one loves a good compliment to the higher-ups. Their favorite phrase is, I was just telling boss's name about your amazing ideas. Beware of this one. While they might seem harmless, they'll often try to take credit for your brilliance. The power broker. This is the person who always seems to be in the loop. They have their fingers in all the pies and are always on the go, making deals, forming alliances, and setting the agenda. Get on their radar, but don't let them use you. Keep things cordial, but remember, their loyalty is often to themselves. Once you know who's playing on which team, it's time to strategically decide how you want to interact with them. Don't waste energy trying to fix people or get them on your side. Instead, play it cool and know when to approach and when to keep your distance. Trust me, not every battle is worth fighting. Play the long game. Patience is your secret weapon. So, you've identified the players. Now, it's time to figure out how to win. And let me tell you, you're not in this for a quick win. This is a marathon, not a sprint. The most successful career women know that the real magic happens in the long term, when everyone else is too busy scrambling for the spotlight to notice the groundwork you've been laying. Here's the trick. Patience. No, this doesn't mean you sit in your office for 10 years waiting for a promotion to magically appear. We all know that won't happen. Patience means understanding that small wins today will lead to bigger victories down the road. The long-term plan. If you've got a project or idea, don't just present it once and hope for the best. Instead, keep it on the back burner, subtly bring it up in meetings, and find ways to weave it into conversations so that when it's time for a decision, everyone already sees you as the person who's always had the vision. Build alliances. You don't need to be best friends with everyone, but you do need to know who's important to your growth. Keep a few key relationships warm by offering help when needed, or simply being a sounding board. Think of it like planting seeds. You don't need them to sprout overnight, but one day, you'll be glad you watered them. The key here is consistency. Stay visible, stay engaged, and make sure people know you're a consistent, reliable player. It's like a slow burn. Nothing flashy, just constant heat that eventually gets you where you want to go. Be the calm in the storm. Emotional control is a superpower. Here's a little secret that will serve you well in the office jungle. People react emotionally, but you don't have to. You see, one of the biggest mistakes women make in office politics is getting sucked into the emotional drama. Whether it's your boss's bad mood or the latest gossip about who's getting the next promotion, it's easy to react emotionally. Don't. When everyone else is losing their cool, you're going to be the one who remains calm, collected, and slightly aloof. Why? Because emotional control gives you an insurmountable edge. Don't be the overreactor. In meetings, when someone brings up a controversial issue, don't be the one to jump in with, "I'm so stressed about this." Stay cool and offer a solution instead. Practice emotional distance. When a coworker tries to drag you into their drama, smile, nod, and politely decline to take part. People will start to see you as someone who doesn't get swept up in the madness. Your emotional control doesn't just keep you sane. It makes you look like a strategic genius. People will begin to turn to you in moments of crisis because they know you'll always have a level-headed solution. Make them want to work with you, but don't ever be desperate. Now, let's talk about something essential in the game of office politics. Being desirable, but not in the way you think. We're talking about being someone people want to work with because you're smart, strategic, and valuable, but not someone who is constantly chasing after others' approval. When you're the person everyone wants to collaborate with, you become a powerful force in the office. It's all about value proposition. Why should someone spend time working with you? What do you bring to the table that no one else can? Be the expert without being a know-it-all. Share your knowledge when asked, but avoid bragging or trying to be the smartest person in the room. Instead, quietly support others by offering solutions or ideas when they need them. Offer help, but don't overextend. Being helpful is great, but don't let people walk all over you. Keep your boundaries firm and make it clear that you're only available when it aligns with your goals. Remember, the more desirable you become, without being desperate, the more you'll attract the right people to help you climb. Become the office ghost without getting fired. Hold up. You might be thinking, ghost? Am I supposed to haunt the break room? No. Being a ghost in office politics means mastering the art of disappearing in plain sight. You see, in a highly competitive, cutthroat environment, the loudest voice is often the one everyone tunes out. But the quiet power of being strategically elusive? Oh, that's a force to be reckoned with. Here's how to do it. Keep your head down, but your contributions high. You don't need to wave your flag in every meeting. Instead, deliver quality work and let your results speak for themselves. When you show up with solutions instead of complaints, people will start to think, maybe we should listen to her more often. Don't overshare. We all have that one coworker who gives away every personal detail like it's an open mic night. You don't want to be that person. You can still be friendly and approachable, but save the oversharing for your friends outside the office. In a toxic environment, guard your energy like it's the last piece of chocolate in the office fridge, because, spoiler alert, it is. Let others do the drama. When the office gossip machine cranks up, don't jump on the bandwagon. Let others squabble over the latest drama. Meanwhile, you're focusing on your next big move. It's a lot easier to stay out of the crossfire if you're not in the spotlight. By becoming the ghost who gets things done without drawing unnecessary attention, you not only avoid drama but also keep your career on a steady upward trajectory. Remember, in office politics, it's often the person who's not involved in the mess that ends up the victor. Play the ally game, but be the smartest one in the room. Being a lone wolf might seem tempting, especially when it feels like everyone else is out to get you. But here's the secret. The people who win the office politics game are usually the ones who know how to build strong alliances. But, yes, there's always a but. This doesn't mean blindly kissing up to everyone you meet. To play the ally game right, you need to pick your allies wisely. Don't align with just anyone. Look for the strategic players in the room, those who are smart, competent, and, most importantly, useful. There's no shame in teaming up with someone who has a different skill set than yours. After all, every superhero needs a sidekick. Don't be the yes person, the dreaded yes person, the one who agrees with everything just to be liked. Do not be that person. Speak your mind, voice your opinions, and contribute valuable insights, even if they're unpopular. People respect leaders who stand their ground, not those who say yes to every request. Support others, but strategically. Help out a colleague when you can, but always keep in mind your ultimate goal. Helping someone with their project? Great, but don't let it become a time suck. Be the person who's always ready to assist, but don't be the person who's always the crutch. Make sure the help you provide benefits both you and your colleague. By becoming someone others want to collaborate with, you elevate yourself from just another worker bee to a trusted ally, the kind of person people seek out for support and, more importantly, influence. Just make sure the alliances you build are based on mutual respect, not desperation. Make your competitors your best friends. You've heard the phrase, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer, right? Well, when it comes to office politics, this is not just a clever saying, it's a survival strategy. Whether it's a colleague gunning for the same promotion or someone constantly eyeing your territory, the smartest career women know how to turn their competitors into allies. Here's how. Be aware of their moves. You don't have to be paranoid, but be mindful of your competitors' goals and actions. If you know someone is trying to outshine you, instead of fighting them head-on, find ways to support their good ideas without handing them the crown. In time, they'll see you as a strategic partner rather than an adversary. Offer them opportunities for collaboration. This might sound counterintuitive, but think about it. When you open the door for others to succeed alongside you, they'll feel less threatened. Just make sure you're still leading the charge in the areas that matter most to your growth. Learn from them. You don't have to like them, but you should study them. What's their game plan? What makes them successful? By learning from their strengths, you can incorporate their strategies into your own toolkit, giving you the best of both worlds. In the world of office politics, it's not about eliminating your competition. It's about using their strengths to fuel your own rise. Competitors can be a great source of insight, and you'd be surprised at how powerful it is to turn rivals into collaborators. Keep your cool and don't bite the bait. In a toxic work environment, there's one rule that will save you from everyone else's crazy. Never take the bait. Office politics are often a game of emotional reactions, but the ones who rise above know that emotional reactions are the true killer. Don't get personal. If someone tries to push your buttons or stir the pot, stay calm. Responding with emotion makes you vulnerable, and everyone will see it. But if you remain unfazed, you instantly become the person people trust to keep things professional. Don't respond to drama with more drama. The drama queens in your office will always try to drag you into their circus. Don't fall for it. Instead, take a deep breath, smile, and keep walking. The less you engage with negativity, the more control you have over the situation. By learning to keep your cool when everyone else is losing theirs, you'll stand out as a rock-solid presence that's unshakable, no matter how chaotic the office gets. And let's be real, that's the kind of power everyone wants to have around when the storm hits. Brought to you by Lux von Zollern, the maker of exclusive garments for successful women, available at the website www.lvzprestige.com. Think Lux von Zollern when you wish to amplify your executive impact in high-stakes business environments.